up everyone, welcome back to the Blue XB. Today we're going to be swapping out these cracked and melted fog light lenses for these nice little LED units. Let's go ahead and get started. These are what I installed about a year ago. I put LED bulbs in them and you can see they're kind of melted. This side has gotten hit by a rock and it smashed it and it's kind of melting holes through it. And they're not really yellow anymore. I put white LED bulbs in there. They're not the greatest, so it's time to replace them with this. Now this is a Z Offroad from Amazon. Fully enclosed little LED unit that plugs right into the H11 connector. It's made of metal, it has a plastic lens, it lights up yellow. You can also get them in white. They look pretty cool. They should just screw right in. So let's go ahead and get the undershield off and get this installed. Alright, so the undershield is off. Now we can get underneath and have access. And here's all the fasteners that came from it. They're all 10 millimeters. Thank you, Toyota. So just got to use this guy and got them off. Okay, so looking underneath, it's tight. There's not a ton of room, but that's where a connection is. And then if you can get the camera up in there, you can see right about here. And then on the other side, there's your Phillips screws that you have to get out to get this whole assembly out. Okay, so this one is out. I know it's very hard to film back there, but there was 3 screws holding it in. 1, 2, 3. You have to have like the smallest hands, and I have very small hands to get up in there. If not, you need to take this lower grill out or the whole bumper off to get these off, because this is really hard and it's just so tight. So I actually had to pull the bumper out like that a little bit just to even think about getting it out. Okay, the first one is in. I actually had to disconnect the bumper up here. That way I could pull it out towards me and shove the light up in there. There just wasn't enough room, but it was easy enough. So there is a little bit of a gap on the sides, but that's okay. And we'll adjust them once it gets dark out and do a test. Let's move on to the second side. All right, so to put them in, I found the easiest way. You just pop your bumper off right here, and then you just pull out on the bottom, and then you just push it up in. And you can pull the bumper out just enough to get it in. Now, the driver's side is a lot tighter than the passenger side because there's like a brace right here, a metal brace, and there's that screw on the bottom that holds the thing in. And then on this side, there's a lot of open room, but it's easier to just push it up from the bottom, and that'll be the easiest thing. It is super helpful if you have small hands, but if you disconnect the bumper, you'll be able to get it in. And just like that, they're working. Let's get everything buttoned up. All right, so here they are, all adjusted. They were about 13 inches off the ground, so I adjusted them to be about a foot here, just because it sits low. This side has always been a little lower than the passenger side, and funny enough, my headlight on the passenger side is worse than the driver's side because this side got hit a long time ago and the body shop did a horrible job. So I'm honestly pretty happy with this. So let's get a view from inside the car. The camera doesn't quite pick it up, but when properly adjusted, the Z Offroad lights cast the light farther than the LED bulbs in the OEM yellow-tinted housings that were previously installed. The new lights have a more evenly distributed beam pattern and a deeper yellow color. To adjust the new lights, I parked my XB on a flat surface 25 feet from a wall and adjusted the cutoff line to be 12 inches, 1 less than the center of the housing, which was 13 inches tall from the ground. For higher vehicles, such as pickup trucks or SUVs like a Tacoma or a 4Runner, which these lights will fit on, it's recommended to adjust the cutoff line to be 4 inches lower than the center of the housing. When standing in front of the XB, they appear dimmer than the old lights, but they have a built-in projector that focuses the light as opposed to a conventional reflector-style housing. Overall, these lights are far superior to simply swapping out halogens for LED bulbs. Although the install was tight, it's doable by disconnecting the sides of the bumper to pull it forward and slide the lights directly up to line up with the hole in the lower grille. The hardest part was screwing in the screws to secure the new housings, simply because it's tight between the bumper and the radiator. I hope you found this video to be helpful, and thanks for watching.